Guess where we are? We are in Miami, and we're gonna go check out Miami Freedom Park. We can actually see a little bit here as we drive by and try to find some parking. We're gonna go walk around and see what we can see. It's gonna be fun. Stick with us. Today we're starting it off a little bit different because I'm in the airport. So we're gonna take a view around where the airport area is, where we could see it from here. Because you know, if you're flying in, you're going to get to see the stadium and all that. And we're going to go over to the car rental garage and take a good look so we can see a little bit of upper view. So we're starting off in the airport today. Let's go walk around. And as we start off by peering out this window, look at the canopy. See the canopy right there? Come a long way in a month. It's been a month since we've been here last. They have come a very long way in a short time. This canopy is supposed to be able to withstand hurricanes, you know, within limits, I'm sure. I doubt it's a Category 5 hurricane situation. Not much will survive that, but these are built to withstand storms. Okay, we're up on this parking garage. Now it's a little windy here, a little cool here in February here. There's the Sheraton Hotel that is going to become very popular. And we got the Metro Mover coming through here as well. A lot of movement in this shot. A lot of kinetic energy, as they would say in a theme park kind of construction stuff. But let's zoom in and take a look. We're here on a Monday morning, and we definitely have guys working. There's a guy, is there anybody on that picker? Nope, nobody on that. You can get a very good look here at the structure for the canopy. See, it's amazing how all these beams are curved. So the canopy, as we saw in a previous shot, it's all curved. It's pretty neat. It's not like a flat kind of canopy or anything like that. All these like bubbles almost. Really, really neat. It's gonna allow the natural light in to the stadium from what I can tell. Oh, here we go. We got some workers. What are these guys doing? They're way up there. You can't really tell from the shot, but they are way up there. About as close as I could get. We're gonna have a Metro Mover coming in our shot here in just a second. There we go. Hey guys, wave. You can't hear me. Well, look how high up these dudes are in this picker. Cherry picker type thing. Got the glass in over here, looking great. We are just less than 2 months away from this stadium being open. And they are moving very quick. We've mentioned that in our previous videos. When they get to a certain point, it just kind of starts flying. Although, there's still a lot to do. It is going to be down to the wire for this to be ready by April 4th. We can also pan over here to the right and peer across and see the parking garages. And they've put this cool, art project basically on the side of the parking garage. We'll try to get a better look at it from another angle. I'm gonna do a lot of walking today. But you can see in here, and they've got herons all up in there. So just a kind of a cool art piece up there on the parking garage. Now the parking garage I think is considered done. They had their like topping off party recently. So we'll go walk around, see if we can get a little bit closer. But this gives you a nice view of the stadium. Almost done. Almost ready, guys. All right, here we are. Pretty much the same kind of angle that we were before. But now we're down on the ground, taking a look inside. We got those guys that we saw up there. Now they're all the way to the top. It looks like, it's interesting, it looks like this underside of the stands is like a metal of some sort. Interesting, as opposed to it's not concrete or anything like that. It's just it's a metal. Might reflect light nicely if they put some nice lighting packages on there. Got some workers kind of just milling around, walking back and forth to their different projects. Over by the water treatment facility right here, you could peer across. They got a huge mound of dirt right next to that parking garage where they've got people up on cherry pickers there as well. I really like how they kind of put this art facade on the garage. Just spice it up so it's just not a gray brick or no gray cement parking garage, but huge mound of dirt. What are they doing with this massive mound of dirt? All right, here we are at the Sheraton. See some of the stairs here that'll lead up into the stadium. Lots going on. I hear more noise coming out of the stadium than any other time I've ever been here. All hands on deck right now. You hear that? Hear that drilling going on? I think it's coming from up here. City building going on over there. Stadium right here. Again, these are some stairs that we'll walk up to get inside the stadium. Still have a lot of that blue netting as a safety netting as they're putting up the canopy roof. Don't see a lot of workers here, but still see more of that metal. Last time I was here, I don't think that metal underneath the stands was there, so it hides the kind of the shape of steps. Looks good. It'd be good if they put some decorations on there, some like banners and things like that for the players. I'd like that. Some nice windows going in there, like for some sort of like office space maybe, or hospitality entrance, I don't know, but a whole lot happening. Same basic area, different angle. See, going into this tunnel, there was a truck just pulling in there, pulling some stuff into there. The underbelly of the stadium right there. All right, we're now walking through a different angle. We see several people working on one of the main entrances here. You can see this huge stairway. Look how wide that stairway is. Got about, what, 4 guys on there working? Looks like maybe putting in some railing. So, just a thought here, just spitballing, just thinking out loud. If that could be the stairway you enter the stadium, if specifically you're coming from the Tri-Rail or the Metro Rail, right? If you're coming, or from the airport, right? If you're coming from over there, which is a Tri-Rail, Metro Rail station connected to the airport, eventually they're gonna build a pedestrian bridge. That is in the plans. It is not even started yet, so that's somewhere later down the line. But you would walk across and then get across this canal somehow, and then you could walk in to the stadium from there. I think sometime in the future. But we can see the canopy here as well. We can see that, like I talked about, that kind of like bubbly looking canopy, how it's engineered, as opposed to just kind of like a flat canopy, like a flat surface. It's all like bubbled like that. I'm sure there's an engineering reason. You guys could tell us in the comments if you know why. I'm sure maybe it's an aerodynamic reason. Maybe it's related to storms, so the wind flies off it. I don't know. Or just because it looks cool. And we know that the seats are already being installed. We'll throw a photo that the team put out right here, where you could see the pink, white, and black seats going in there. And there's even a section where there's a heron kind of silhouetted out, which looks really cool. So seats are going in, and it looks like they're also almost ready to put the grass. They're prepping. They've removed all the big trucks from the field, and they're prepping that area for grass. So that's on the inside. We can't quite see that from here, but we got some photos that the team shared that we could take a look. These iguanas, or dinosaurs, appear to have survived the cold weather we had here recently, where we saw iguanas falling out of trees. These guys survived. As we just walk on down, get a nice view of all these workers here today on a holiday. This is a holiday, by the way. Everybody's working here on this President's Day Monday, the day I'm filming. A lot of progress happening on this city building. You know, this building looks like it's going to be pretty tall. We've seen the renderings of that, but it's moving along quite nicely as well. Be really close to the stadium. All right, another angle. Walking around this sucker. We're putting in we're getting our steps in today. It's a cloudy day here, so it's not showing that beautiful sunshine that you're gonna see here on games. City building here. Zoom in more over there. Hey, by the way, if you're enjoying this footage, go ahead, please, do us a favor and click that join button. Become a FMTV supporter, become a member of this YouTube channel, and for just a few bucks a month, you can help grow this channel. We want to take road trips to away games to bring you game day videos from new stadiums around the country. And so we need some help to do that. So, you know, if you don't mind, if you like what you're seeing, click that join button. We really do appreciate it. And if you can't do that, that's fine. I understand. Like, share, and subscribe. Do all that stuff. Thumbs up it. Share it with people. Get the word out of what we're doing here. So we do the podcast on Sunday nights, game day vlogs. We'll do food videos as well in the new stadium, and of course, construction updates. All right, let's go back to the construction. Nice Inter Miami billboard here on the side of the road as I'm walking around, telling you to get your seats. All right, now we're pretty far away from the stadium, but you get a nice shot in to see more workers, see a good shot, see a guy on a scooter. Why not use a scooter on the construction site? Why not? Got that building over there behind the dirt. I think that's a team store. Still got a lot to do here. He scooted right on out. I was wondering if the guy was gonna say something to me about standing here. Just scootered his way on out. I've seen these green bags all along the road. Saw one that looked like it was busted open and kind of looked like sawdust in there or something. What is this? Why are these things all along this road. What is the purpose? Yeah, there's like sawdust in there. You can see it. Not dust, but you know, clippings, like something you can use in your grill maybe. They're everywhere. What's the purpose? Help me out. You can see here the beginnings of some roadways. These guys have the curbs in here as well. So the beginnings of the roadway. So next time we're out here, this will be paved. I'm confident. It's gonna all be paved next time. Guys are working. This is an entrance right here. Looks like it, right off the road here. It's gotta be, because it curves down that way. We're really close. All right, we've walked way over here, and this is the building that we saw last time. I wondered what it is. Pretty good sized building. Last time we were here, they had 3 walls up. Now they've got all 4. I don't know, maybe they got a roof on that thing already. I don't know, can't tell from here, but curious what this is. Is this a restaurant? Is this the Pop Stroke building? Because you know there's gonna be a Pop Stroke, some golfing activity here on Miami Freedom Park. Not sure yet what this is, but it's way down here. You know, we've looked at the renderings, and it's in that area where they have restaurants and different activities and things, tenants that they're gonna put in here. Way over there, way in the distance on the other side of these pipes is the parking garage. You can barely see it, but that's what that is, way over there. And the stadium over here. All of this should be park. It's gonna be a humongous park here for the local residents here. Not sure at what point that will happen. Obviously, it will be after the stadium. But here you can see where the progress they've made on the canopy roof. That they've got it there, but not here yet. So there's still got a lot of work to do to get that going all the way around, all the way over the fans. But they are making quick progress since the last time we were here. We were here just a month ago. The most activity I have ever seen, which makes sense. It's a weekday. It is a holiday, but it is one of those holidays where a lot of people still have to work. All right, this might be our last angle. Not sure. We'll still check around as we're walking back, but peering through a fence here close to the baseball field. So it's kind of like just more of the same that we're seeing, but just different angles, lots of workers going on over here. Here it looks like those round things, are those part of the roof there? Because we saw a lot of those round metal structures on the rooftop. That looks like more of that, because you know, it looks like that. That's exactly, it has to be what it is. So they still have some more, or some leftovers in case something breaks. I don't know. You get a real nice up close look here. Got some guys working up in there. Way far away. Here he is. Let's peer to the left, just see what we can see over here. Again, I'm pretty sure this is the team store, but I could be wrong. We'll find out on opening day. But it's 2 stories, so I can't imagine this team store would be 2 stories. But maybe the bottom floor is team store, top floor, I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. But just looking at the designs, it just made me think of team store. But we shall find out very soon. Opening day is right around the corner. You can kind of see through this scrim. That's what I call it, because that's what they call it in Disney. And you can see this area here has all been cleared for some purpose. I'm not sure. I'd have to look at the images again. I'm not looking at the images while I'm doing this, but I have to look at the images again to see if that's part of the park as well. But it has been flattened out, cleared out, ready to do something with it right here. This old Melreese building that is currently being used by the city, it has to go. It seems like prime real estate. Inter Miami does not own that part. That is like prime real estate. They need to tear that down and put something there. I can't imagine just leaving it looking like it does there. It's a bit of an eyesore, and there's no purpose for it, really. I mean, it's prime real estate. Put something else there. Make money. Make the city money. Well, that's it. That's our loop around. We did, I think, around 3 miles. Yeah, just hit 3 miles. Just walked about 3 miles today. Spent about an hour and a half walking around to get you some good shots. Man, it's exciting. I'm a little out of breath, but it is exciting. It's exciting to see the stadium about to be done, complete, ready to go. And also, this weekend, the season starts. MLS season starts this weekend. Inter Miami travels to LA to play in the Coliseum in LA. Will Messi be ready to play? He's got a little injury. I think he'll be all right. But April 4th, they got to be done and ready to get in. They're going to make it. We talk about that every video. They're going to make it. It's going to be close. You know what? Maybe we can get Ed to swing by here at night and see what kind of activity they have going on at night. But, you know, think about it. We may only have 1 or 2 more construction videos. Because generally speaking, we do one a month. Maybe we'll squeeze one in 2 weeks, just so that 2 or 3 weeks, so we can get another one in there. But we're basically done. It's just got to pave some things, finish some seats, get the grass in there. I mean, it's gonna be close. Like I said, it's gonna be close, but they're really, really close to getting it all said and done. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. See you next time.